So, how did ERF begin? Um, that's a good story. I've worked for the Air Force most of my adult life. Um, I joined the Air Force right out of high school and I worked with actually jet fuel for basically my first tour. Got out in 1992 and started to college and went to college for basically from 92 to 96. Got my bachelor's degree and then wound up um, deciding to go ahead and get my master's degree while I was still in school. I went back to the work for the Air Force in 1996. I'd finished my master's degree and I was looking for a job. And believe it or not, that is just when the internet came up. For some of you guys, that'd be hard to believe, but I was looking online for jobs and found an exercise physiologist job in the Air Force in Oklahoma. So I took the job in Oklahoma and started working there. Was there for about 2 years and got the opportunity to transfer to Little Rock and wound up here in Jacksonville. And during that time, did a lot of different things, ran a lot of different programs, and helped a lot of folks get healthy and get fit. Around 2007, the Air Force really changed their fitness program, and at Little Rock, we had a really high failure rate. And so anyway, I was asked by leadership to create a program that would help the airmen pass their PT test. And with that came a program we called Vital 90. That program, believe it or not, still runs at Little Rock Air Force Base. Like I said, that was around 2007, 2008. It's 2019. It's unusual for a fitness program of that type to run for that period of time, but it is still very popular, and bottom line is it helps airmen pass their PT test without basically increasing injuries, and that was the biggest thing. We help people get fit and reduced injuries by working this way. In 2013, one day having a conversation with actually a chaplain, and the chaplain said, "Jeff, man, you could do a lot of work with this if you moved it outside the gate, and you might even make some money with it." Right? And that's the first time I actually ever thought about opening a fitness business on the outside. After that conversation with the chaplain, basically what I decided to do was I just started doing research on opening a fitness business. And I did that for basically 2 years, all right? And then in 2015, my oldest daughter was about to graduate from high school, and I started looking at finances and how I could put her through school without going into debt. And at that time, I made the decision. I'm going to open a boot camp business in Jacksonville. So, when you launch a business, it's a scary thing. You're going to have to put some money into it initially. You don't know if you'll ever get that money back if the business doesn't do well. Most small business fail. But what I did was before I opened, I did a lot of praying, and really I just stepped out in faith, believing God would help build this business. And man, just getting started, I could see God's hand in it, and it took off. I mean, it really exceeded my expectations from the get-go. The whole purpose of starting Expect Results Fitness, or ERF as we call it, was to help people get fit, help people improve their overall health, help people lose weight. Maybe not even necessarily in that order. You know, my purpose is to help people live better, and that means not only physically, but for that standpoint, spiritually. You know, I believe spiritual health is a lot more important than physical health. And one thing that ERF has turned into is it is a boot camp, and we get fit and we work hard. But the thing it has done is it has opened up an opportunity to do ministry like I never thought would be possible. I'll never forget the first time I did a devotional, and what I decided to do when I did the devotionals, I said, well, I'm going to do a couple, and see how it goes, and then if I don't get a lot of feedback, then I'll probably just stop it and move on to something else. And so I did. I did 3 or 4, and then I kind of stopped it for a couple weeks, and I had a lady, her name was Amy, that came to me one morning early, and she was like, Jeff, why did the devotional stop? And I explained to her, hey, I was just going to do it, see what kind of feedback. And she said, hey, you know what? Those mean a lot to me, and I would really love it if you'd start it back. And so I started doing devotionals at that point, and have not stopped since. And that is just one part of how Expect Results Fitness is helping people not only physically but spiritually. And that's, for me, that's the biggest part of Expect Results. I always tell people that talk to me about coming to ERF, the thing that makes ERF is the people, right? It's the members. And the reason I say that is our members all have such caring hearts, right? And they help each other, and they build each other up, and they're happy when someone loses weight. They're happy when someone gets off a medication. It basically, that's what makes ERF. It's not anything particularly that I do. It's everything about the members we have and just their hearts. And you can go to any place and get fit, right? But if you're looking for a community of people that's going to help you, going to cheer for you, I mean, I can't tell you the number of people that have started at ERF and don't really know a whole lot of people, and they've grown friendships out of that that are still ongoing, right? And looking back at ERF, I'm proud of a couple of things. Number one, I'm super proud of the ministry. I am proud of helping folks get fit and healthy, but I'm most proud of the community, the support that has grown out of opening a business we call ERF.